You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about the WNBA. Now, I got a question. What was the biggest story of the WNBA in 2022? That would actually be one Brittney Griner. Now, Brittney Griner was actually arrested in Russia last February for bringing in illegal substances into Russia. Now, she was actually playing with a Russian basketball team because she wanted to supplement her income. I believe she was making over $1 million in Russia, whereas in the WNBA, I believe it was something like $200,000 because nobody actually cares about the WNBA. Regardless of what the media tells you, the WNBA is still in the trash. Now, Brittney Griner only spent 10 months in Russia because Joe Biden decided, let's get her back. This would actually be a great virtue signal. So let's actually get back a dangerous arms dealer that hates America. He was committed to killing Americans. That is the guy that Joe Biden actually gave up for Brittney Griner. Now, the only reason why Brittney Griner is actually back in this country is because she's black, she's gay, and that's pretty much it. This was a disastrous move by Joe Biden, but I'm not surprised. Now, Brittney Griner did come back, and she played in the WNBA this season. She had zero impact on this team. Her team stinked. They didn't make the WNBA playoffs, I believe. Nobody actually cares about the WNBA playoffs. She put up similar numbers that she put up in the past, I believe. And now the WNBA has awarded Brittney Griner pretty much for being locked up in Russia, even though that's not what they're saying. Here we go, guys. Look at this. Brittney Griner named WNBA Comeback Player of the Year. Yeah, there's another player that actually had more of an impact on her team than Brittney Griner. They actually made the playoffs, but the WNBA had to award Brittney Griner Comeback Player of the Year. Let's read this, guys. It says Brittney Griner was named one of 2 AP Comeback Players of the Year for the 2023 WNBA season. Griner was named an All-Star for the 8th time earlier this year after missing all of last year while in a Russian prison. The 32-year-old was arrested in February 2022 at Moscow's airport after authorities discovered vape canisters with cannabis oil in her luggage. Now, of course, the mainstream media, Joe Biden, they said, oh, she was wrongfully detained. Brittney Griner admitted that she actually committed this crime. Yeah. And now she's getting awarded, man. Only in the WNBA or other woke sports leagues are people like Brittney Griner honored for actually breaking the law. Unbelievable. She was sentenced to 9 years in August after pleading guilty to drug charges, but was traded for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout in a controversial prisoner exchange in December. She arrived back on U.S. soil on December 9th. Bout, who is known internationally as the Merchant of Death, was serving 25 years in federal prison after he was convicted of conspiracy to kill Americans relating to the support of a Colombian terrorist organization. Man, the swap outraged some Americans who argued the U.S. gave up too much in exchange for the WNBA star. Griner had been ridiculed for saying the national anthem should not be played before sporting events, but she has since changed her stance. Yeah, I guess being locked up in Russia will make you somewhat patriotic, I guess. I mean, this is not surprising, but this is the WNBA, a league that would not be in existence without the support of the NBA. My goodness. As long as she was able to post her usual numbers, she was going to be in contention for the award. She received a standing ovation in her WNBA return back in May. Yeah, even though our former coach, who actually got fired because the team stink, actually slammed the Sparks for not selling out the arena. Yeah, it's the WNBA. Not many sellouts actually going to happen in the WNBA. American officials, most notably Beijing Biden, were also criticized for not including the exchange of Paul Whelan, a former U.S. Marine convicted of espionage charges. He says are false. He is serving a 16-year sentence. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, guys. Brittney Griner shared this award with Nafisha Kalye, who missed nearly all of last season after giving birth to a child. She averaged 21.5 points, 8.5 rebounds to help the Minnesota Lynx earn the 6th seed in the playoffs. So she actually got her team into the playoffs. Brittney Griner, her team with 9-31 failed to make the playoffs for the first time since 2012. But they awarded her Comeback Player of the Year. Brittney Griner averaged 17.5 points, 6.3 boards, and 1.6 blocks per game. Man. And the other player here, Nafisha Kalye, her numbers look better than Brittney Griner. Yeah. I mean, I would have not awarded Brittney Griner anything. This whole thing, man, is a virtue signal. The WNBA is an activist league. And this league here, man, there's something else. There's something else. I believe some players are actually still not going out for the national anthem. They're still virtue signaling. They're more woke than the NBA. And I do believe that the fits was in, man, that Brittney Griner was going to be the Comeback Player of the Year. The fits was in, guys. The fits was in. This is pathetic, man. This league, man. How many years do you guys think the NBA is going to be around? I guess, as long as the NBA keeps supplementing it. I don't think this league is ever going to be able to stand on its own because the demand is just not there. But Brittney Griner, your WNBA Comeback Player of the Year. She's getting rewarded for bringing in illegal substances into Russia and getting locked up. Nothing more. The fits was in. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports 2 fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.